Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. I am back to do the video for this week, which is fantastic. I had an amazing time traveling in Toronto, which is like just, a really big city compared to where I'm from. It's a very different way of life, and I kind of want to do a video or write a blog about that because of all the synchronicities and all the craziness that happened in a positive way. Many signs on my travels there, and it was really great for me to explore on my own and to trust myself and to teach myself and to believe in myself and all this stuff. But anyways, lots of craziness still going on, believe it or not, with the energies. Even though Mercury has gone direct and it's moving forward. It's still intense. For some reason, July is a very intense month. As I've said before, January to July astrologically has been pretty intense, and that's what was kind of predicted just because of all the alignments with all the planets. I'm not going to get too into that stuff, but we are affected by everything and we feel everything. Everything is energy, but this is okay. Crazy times. I feel like everyone's going through a huge transition right now, which is what I've been saying for probably a month, and that's the only thing I can say. It's because it's true. We're still going through this intense growth period. I know so many people who are changing jobs, they're changing careers in general, they're changing cities, they're moving, people are ending relationships, people are leaving marriages. This is just insane. So many people that I know are undergoing this, and we're all feeling this crazy intense energy. So earlier I watched Doreen Virtue's reading for the week because I love her videos as well, and we typically pick up on the same messages, which I think is really funny. She picked up on a lot of self-love for this week and self-care. So let's see what comes up with the flower therapy deck. I put a flower in my hair because I didn't pick it, it was already dying, so don't blame me for killing this nice little innocent flower and putting it in my hair. There's always lots of bugs when I do videos outside and I get a million bug bites, but it's worth it because the energy is so grounding and so relaxing, and I feel so much better already just from sitting here and grounding on the earth, so I suggest that you do that. So I'm going to use the flower therapy deck, as I said. It's from Robert Reeves and Doreen Virtue. They both made it. Fantastic people. I love both of them and both of their videos. They both make videos all the time. And I'm also going to do one additional message from the Archangel Oracle cards as well. Just because that's how I feel, and you gotta trust how you feel. I also am thinking about doing readings with this deck, and I don't typically do flower readings. You can get one, but I also want to start offering videos because, get with the times. Not everyone lives in Sudbury, which is where I am right now, and plus I'll be traveling a lot in the future. Okay, there's an additional message from the flowers. Wasn't expecting that. You gotta go with the flow. Still gonna pull another one from the Archangel deck though as well. Anyway, I'm not always going to be physically here in this city that I'm in right now, so I'm going to really start doing more online readings, and I've done online readings in terms of writing out PDFs, but I think people like the whole interactive thing, and so I might start doing some angel readings. So if you're interested, email justines.stream@gmail.com, and hopefully by the time you email me I'll have a price list set up and I'll start doing some personal videos to send out to you guys. For the beginning of this week, from the flower therapy deck, we have family harmony. Isn't this funny? This came up last week, and this has been coming up so much lately. This is with the chrysanthemum flower, and the card says, your loved ones form a strong pillar of support, embrace their love, and put past issues behind you. Unreal. I'm really feeling this, just unreal. Leaving the past behind is such a huge message that I pull all the time from every deck that I own, is basically put the past behind, and that's a message for everyone, like I have been saying repeatedly. It's the same message. It's the same message of, keep going, keep moving forward. Remember that everything's a process, of course, in life, but you know what, the past is the past, and I think for me right now, you know, especially with going away for a week and being in a city that I don't know that well, and that I've never had to navigate in by myself, you know, I just realized that when I'm back home, which is here right now, you know, I choose to repeat a lot of the same patterns. I choose to see the same people. I choose to undergo the same situations. I choose to, you know, see what I mean? And I choose to, like, you know, feel the same hurt. I choose to not forgive it. I choose to repeat and repeat and repeat with soul family, with blood family, and it's just time to let it go and move forward. You know, there are new souls that are trying to come into our life, and also there's such healing that's trying to happen right now. All of our relationships are transforming, which starts from self, as I said last week, and as I always say. But there's just a lot of healing going on, which is really great. So remember to be kind to yourself, listen to your inner child, spend some time in nature, do what you feel guided to do, and try your best to let the past go and forgive everyone who has ever hurt you. And I know that's a big thing to do, and that's a practice. It's a never-ending practice for the rest of your life and for my life, for all of our lives. Forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And if you put out that intention and ask help, again, ask Source, Spirit, God, the angels, the universe, whoever you want to ask, for help with forgiving and forgiving yourself for allowing yourself to, you know, go through these situations, because many times we are hard on ourselves because we're like, well, why did I choose to go through that situation? How could I allow something like that in my life? Why did I welcome that in? You know what I mean? But everything's a growing process. Everything that happens is for a reason and is here to help us grow and transform. So this is really positive that we are healing so much with blood family, soul family, same kind of message that came up last week. Lots of healing. For the middle of the week, we have another pink flower. Lots of pink going on. It says, you are lovable. This is with Camilla? Camellia, maybe? I don't really know. They have so many flowers in this deck that I've never seen, which is amazing. The card says, love who you are as you're crafted perfectly. Everything about your true self is beautiful. So when pink, the color pink comes up, you know, it just represents love. It represents the heart chakra as well as green, of course. It makes me think of Doreen Virtue because, like I said, her reading this week was a lot about self-love, taking time to love yourself, accepting yourself, who you are, where you are, accepting your past, letting it go, and just being okay with everything that's happened, and being okay with where you are, even if you aren't exactly happy with where you are right now. You know, trust that you are exactly where you're meant to be. One of the main messages that came to me when I was traveling over the past week was basically to be okay with where you are, even if you don't know where you are. I got lost a lot of times on purpose because I felt like that was safe to do, and it was. And I saw signs every time that I did. Every time that I went somewhere and I didn't know where I was going, I just wanted to go walk around and explore, there were signs everywhere. Like, I was totally guided and safe. And not only that, but I was just reminded to be in the moment, because we're always trying to get to the next thing, to the next place, to see the next person, to have the next meeting, to blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? We're always like chasing the future because we're so excited about the future. And it's okay to be excited about the future, and it's okay to have plans, and it's okay to dream. But it's also, you know, so vital to enjoy where you are, even if you feel lost. You know, it's okay to feel lost sometimes. I feel lost sometimes too. And I had quite a few moments this week where I was like, I don't know where I am, but the path here is beautiful and I'm going to enjoy it. So that's a huge message for everyone, I think, because we're always being guided, and just remember that you are exactly where you're meant to be, and so is everyone else. Huge, huge message for sure. And for the weekend, we have another pink flower. Holy crap. The daisies, the gerbera and African daisies. That's really strange, you know, because there's just such a wide array of flowers in this deck, and they're all pink this week, which represents love once again. It says, balanced friendships. Your friendships work best when there's an equal share of giving and receiving. Interesting. This also came up for me this week because that's something I've always struggled with in my life, is feeling like I give out so much that I exhaust myself and I don't receive. As I always say, the universe is always trying to provide for us. We are always safe and protected and provided for in all ways. And we have to remember that and affirm that to ourselves and believe it within yourself that you deserve to receive. Because a lot of the times it's not that people don't care about you, and it's not that they're withholding love for you or anything. A lot of times, we block ourselves from receiving. And that's no one else's fault. It's our responsibility to stay open, to open our hearts to light and to love, because it's everywhere, and nobody can make you open up. And I know how great it feels, like, to have people, like, try to get into your heart and, like, try to open you up, and it's like, oh, that feels so great. But, it's really an inside job. It really is. And nobody can really get into you and change anything for you. It's our choice to stay open to love. So again, call on a light and loving energy, call on your angels, and sport some rose quartz or something. Pick out some pink flowers, Surround yourself with the color pink. It's very healing. Even eat pink. Watermelons. Anything else that's pink. I'm thinking watermelons because it's summertime here. And, when you surround yourself with a certain color and you have this intention of love and staying open to love, this will flow to you, and you will have a much better experience. You'll have a much easier time receiving and giving, and it's a constant flow. It's supposed to be a flow of giving and receiving. It's not like, well, give to me and now I give to you. Like, it should be a flow. Let it flow, and wear some pink and be around pink energies. The additional 2 messages. One from the flower therapy deck, because apparently it wanted to come out, and the additional message from the Archangel Oracle cards. Here we go. I'm going to try to do these quickly. Purification with the white rose, so it's not pink, but that's okay. Purification. It says, by purifying your life of negative people, places, and experiences, you attain true peace. Peace is within you always. It's within all of us, no matter what's going on in our life. Lots of things are changing. That's what I'm saying. Lots of stuff is changing, so, try your best to envision light and love. Send peaceful thoughts to yourself and to others, and just try to allow things to happen and fall into place as much as possible, because I have learned firsthand that when you try to cling on to stuff, it just doesn't help the process. We're all going through a huge transition, and if you try to hang on to something really tightly, it's not going to make it stay. I'll tell you that, because I've been there a million times. So be open to new people coming into your life. Be open to your relationships changing. Be open to yourself changing, your scenery changing, your life changing, your job changing. Everything's changing right now, and that's perfect. And victory with Archangel Sandalphon. Your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. So keep praying, keep envisioning, keep sending positive thoughts to yourself and others. Things are working out. We're getting through this. We're all light and love at the end of the day. That's our core. That's what we stem from. That's what we will always be. And that is all there really is. Everything else is just illusion and chaos and craziness. Try your best to be gentle with yourself this week. Maybe take some time to be outside. That's what I'm doing right now. And, things are just really healing. So remember that you're lovable. Everything is changing perfectly at the perfect time for a reason. That's all you really need to know. Call on your guides, your angels, whoever you feel guided to call on. Envision light and love around yourself and others. And everything will be more than okay. Everything will be just divine. Have a fabulous week, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.